Non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots will live in the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Yes, sir. Here we are back at it again, guys. Great to see you. Welcome to the afternoon show. We still don't have a goddamn name for this show. It's crazy. 6 months, three months here on SlamX. We don't have a name, which I'm totally fine with. And totally honest, I like that name from the other day. Two conspiracy theorists.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was good. I'm not even kidding. I think that should be the name.
I
Two
was
conspiracy theorists and what was it? And a reasonable guy walking into a bar.
And a guy with common sense.
I like
What
it,
about
dude.
like Joe and the bitches?
I like it.
Joe, how about Joey and the hose or something like that?
Yep, I'm down. I like it.
Yeah.
How about not thread guy?
I like that too.
I like it too. I like it. Dude, all three of us should make parody accounts. You know how the thing you do right now is you write like not Louis C.K., not Bill Clinton, not what we should all do that. Pick a different one of the influencers, like not Farouk, not Thread Guy, not Mando, and that's our shtick. That's our shtick. Maybe that's the shtick. Anyway,
You get not Polly. I get not Thread
dude,
guy.
I want not Polly.
Joe gets not Gary.
Oh my god,
Yeah, good one.
dude, I really like it. I really fucking like it. All right, well let's keep that in mind. Let's
Ooh,
think
I'm changing my
about that.
name. I just
To
want
what?
to try it out.
All right,
to
I'm gonna
not
be
Thread
not
Guy.
Polly. All right, hang on.
Do you hate Thread Guy now, Grape? I kind of am. I'm seeing the downfall of Thread Guy right now.
No, dude, I just want to be very clear. I don't hate him because I don't know him at all. So I feel like the old me,
Hates
just
him.
the me from yesterday would have been like, yeah, bro, I can't stand him.
I love that guy. That guy was cool.
But the me of today, I can't say I hate him. I can just say like, I've talked to him before.
The Not
back
Crypto
when-
Show. Oh
when-
my god.
That could work.
It's fucking perfect. We do the names, the Not Whoever. It's the Not Crypto Show.
We can change it up from time to time.
Oh my god, I think you may have done it.
Back before Thread Guy was like really gaining popularity, he did a stint with Jenkins Valet. Do you remember Jenkins Valet
Yeah.
from Board
Yeah,
Ape
man,
Yacht?
yeah.
So he was working with them on that, and I had talked with him. By the way, very pleasant conversation. Wouldn't have left that thinking anything like I do now.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Here we are.
How
Here we
quickly
are.
things change. Anyway, at any moment, we might shut the show down. Real talk. We might shut the show down and we might run over to Spaces. Maybe. If it
Seems
feels right. Yeah, I know. It feels wrong, but
It just
sometimes
seems weird to do it like in the middle of it.
It does. It does. Well, then should we do it right now?
It also feels bad because
You mean
we tried
should
and
just
it was,
started that way?
it was terrible.
Well,
If
it
we're
won't be
gonna
that
do
way.
Spaces, I feel like we should have just done Spaces. But if we're starting here,
You don't think we could say, guys, head over to Spaces. We're starting it in 2 minutes. Like kick
Yeah,
it
we
off
could.
literally here. Well, I don't want to do it where it streams here too. Nothing here. It's straight up. We just go to Spaces and we do
But
an
then
episode
with
over there.
all of our stuff, like even the clips that we're showing right now of like Bitcoin and stuff like that, like bullish bearish, like that's
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff that we do.
Yeah. Whole
Like,
different
we're-
kind of show. We actually got to talk and have a good conversation. Yep. Whole
Yeah.
different thing. Anyway, we can do it. But here's the thing, and we'll move on. If we do that, I think that means getting the audience up. If you guys want to come up and talk, that's the biggest thing. If you guys want to come shoot the shit, I think we should consider doing that. So that's what you got to consider.
Alphalai has spoken. He said,
What did he
fuck
say?
that.
Fuck
He said,
that.
fuck that. He said
Okay.
if he's going to turn into
Yeah.
whatever other show's going on right now if we do that.
Did he actually say that? Oh, he did. He did. I like this format, honestly. Spaces aren't video. We can't see it.
Yeah, it seems like
There's
we're going backwards.
There's a joke there.
Like, yeah, there's a lot. And Hudah, you're dying for it, but I mean, if we can get it where we're video and we're spaces like at the same time, I'm fine with that. It's just I don't know. It just seems like it's not working at this moment, and there seems to be more planning necessary in order to accomplish it in a way that is fair for everybody.
Fair.
Meaning we're enhancing the show. We're not de-hancing the show. Correct?
That's a good way to put it too. Absolutely. Okay. So, I like the idea, G equals. Maybe it's once a week. It's a spaces only show. And again, that's because the community comes and talks. Otherwise, it happens when we get it working the way we tested it today, which was a clusterfuck. There's outages with Twitter, by the way. So I do think Twitter was acting up, and it's probably some other things. It's got to be we're in spaces. We mute our mics here in StreamYard. People hear us on spaces, and what else? It was a clusterfuck. I don't know. It made my head spin. It's so complicated. But
and one other thing, if you think G equals is here just to hear my voice and not check out this sweet moneymaker that I got going on, I think you're sorely mistaken.
So Panty Raider brings up an interesting point. Conversation out there about the value of the ME token. So it's on like Whale Market or something. It's on one of those pre-market trading platforms, whatever. And the price, it looks, with the screenshots that make the rounds out there, people are like, oh my God, look at that. It looks, oh my God, we're going to be rich. But if you actually run the numbers, it's like, I think they said 10,000 diamonds equals like $1, 4 cents, 10 cents. It's nothing. Also, nobody knows the supply, so it's all completely made up. It's all completely made up. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows anything about it. So please don't take anything out there more than a grain of salt. It's all fake.
If it's anything like Well 3, you could have been grinding on social media to get the boxes every day and do the quests, and it worked out to be like a $10 airdrop. Which, honestly, dude, I'm just so fucking sick of it all.
Yeah.
Like, get people to engagement farm so you can increase your numbers, so you can go out and show partners or whoever what you're doing, and then in the end, you're just kind of like, whatever.
Dude,
take it with a grain of salt because that's how much the value is worth.
That's it.
A grain of salt.
Although salt used to be the most valuable currency in the world.
Hudah,
bring back the good old days, man.
Hudah, you're ruining my metaphor, but
oh, my bad.
Yeah, you're right though. Yeah. And Henry, not the right guy. I'm really liking that. You're right, dude. You're right. You're absolutely right. I like the direction that you're going, the anger, that fucking fuck everybody else vibe. I like it, and I want you to continue to go because you're absolutely correct. It's nothing but a bunch of bullshit, and it's not cool. Like, where's Pac-Man been? Really? I mean, really? What's going on with that? Right?
Dude. I just, Hudah and I talked a little bit today, and you see this in the Bitcoin ecosystem. I'm just like I know it's, a little bit bearish out there, even though 2 days ago Hudah said NFTs are so back. But it's like, fucking hell, man. Do something, build something, have something worthwhile. All this grifty shit. I'm just so.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I do remember that when Hudah did say that NFTs are definitely back. Remember that. You're right.
I said definitely. And also, the OpenSea thing threw a wrench in it. It threw a little wrench in the plans because it felt fucking back for about 6 hours there. It was a glorious 6 hours. Glorious.
I can see Pac-Man like getting a Brazilian butt wax and getting his taint, like tanned, and like he's just fucking out there doing his thing now. You know what I mean? Like, god damn it, it's just so annoying.
Guys, smash the like here on YouTube. Do it over on X. Go over on X and do the same thing. Share that show out. Let's get some people in here.
Oh, yeah.
I want to talk some shit about Bitcoin.
What?
Before we talk shit, I didn't get a chance to tell you. The other day, I bench pressed 245 pounds.
Damn.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Yeah. What's that on the barbells? So the bar is 45?
45.
How many
45s on each side and a 10 on each side.
Nice.
So
nice.
four plates and 2 10s.
I think I can do that, but I don't know. I know the 45s. I think I was doing that pretty good. So I'm assuming with the 10s I'd be able to do it, but That's awesome. I'm sorry. I'm like telling you like how that's not cool.
No,
That's
no.
amazing, dude. Great job. Great job.
So there's this old guy in my gym, coolest guy, 82-year-old farmer. And like 2 weeks ago, he said to me, like, hey, you should 445s and 210s blazing.
Yeah. Okay. So 245. I can't do that.
Yeah,
That's
245s on each side and a 10 on each side.
Yeah, I can't do that.
So he told me like 2 weeks ago, he's like, hey,
Blazes
I
like
never
that.
have a spotter. And he said, like, hey, you should try to put up some weight. Because like my normal, just like without a spotter is like 185-ish. Anyway, long story short, I didn't do it last week. And on Monday he came up and he's like, today? And I was like, okay, yeah, I hadn't started yet. So I did I did 245. I was happy.
Nice,
It's a
dude.
big number.
That is a big number. Sounds sounds like a great relationship you got brewing there too with that guy. So that's
you know what's
exciting.
so funny, bro? So he was a science teacher, retired. He's 82. He's in the gym 5 days a week, kicking ass.
Nice.
He's
Silver
like
fox.
he reminds me of you a lot as far as like his political views.
Okay.
But also like he's a reasonable, cool dude. Like we don't agree politically on stuff, but we have conversations from time to time.
I
And I'm
swear
like,
to God, not thread guy. You seem very cool. It goes against brand for the. You're always like, oh, that guy's cool. That doesn't have the political views that I have, and then you're always like, those fucking guys at the RNC, they're like fucking douchebags. You're always on that vibe, and it's like I don't understand. Like maybe you're hanging out with the
Dude,
wrong peeps.
it's so funny. My wife says that. She's like, you don't like the people on like the Trump side. She's like, you actually agree more with the other side. And I'm like, yeah, that's a funny thing because like as people, I like them way better on the Democrat side, like the normal people, because a lot of the Republicans just tend to be like a little bit outlandish.
Yeah.
But for some reason, there's just certain things that like I can't get past. But yeah, I agree with it. And the nice thing is like I don't care if we agree politically. It's just like one element of life.
Well,
Yeah.
tuck the politics away because we're definitely going to get into it. There's definitely some Trumpy shit out there. We're talking world liberty. We're talking. Trump actually came out today and said, what was the words he used? He wants the United. He said this in the past, by the way. He wants the United States to be the crypto capital of the world, and he's actually going to unveil his plan for that today. Now, I don't know what that plan is because he usually unveils these plans and they're not plans. It's just like kind of gibberish, but I'll take it. It's more than It's more than not saying anything. I guess.
Not happy with him at the at Arlington the other day. To be totally.
Oh, did he do
honest.
something else?
Oh
Did he
my
do something
God,
else?
Joe. Yes. Yeah. We'll get to that. Too.
Is it
Yeah.
is it so unacceptable, Henry, that you're gonna vote for him again? That
I'm not thread guy. I'm not thread guy.
That's right. Blazin is on his joint, just being like, Joe could not lift.
I saw Joe flex the other day. No way. He's doing 225, let alone 240.
I don't think Joe was really flexing there. I think he was just putting his.
No,
arm up
I was. Listen, I would say this. I could do 45s, and I think 245s on each side, and then like 25s or something like that added to each side too. But like, I don't do. That was when I was like a gymnast and strong and blah blah blah. I have not really tried anything heavy right now. I would say that I'm pretty decent though. I'm not like it's gonna be 45s on the side. It's gonna look like it's cool. I can do it, but yeah, I mean, Blazin, you're right. You're right. And I think that we should just move past it. And when I get strong and tough, and I'll let you know. But yeah, I get your point. I understand. You're absolutely right.
I'd be like so fucking embarrassed to see what I could lift now. I can't even fathom. I had one period in my life where I lifted and it was great, and I would love to get there again, but I can't even imagine how little I could do now. God, it'd be pathetic. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll do that and report in though. It'd be really bad.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I was starting to lift, which was like two years ago almost, I was starting out at like 95 pounds.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I couldn't even put a plate, like a 45 on each side. I was like, man, I'm weak. So, Feels good. Yeah, it feels good.
It's cool. Well, I'm proud of you. It's good shit. All right, let's look at crypto. Let's peek at NFTs. There's some mints going on right now too, which I'm shocked. Again, I did say NFTs are back. I'm kind of curious if maybe it is, and if yesterday's just a blip, if people are already past it, because again, new mints, and some of them are kind of big. Like I'm surprised to see anything new, and it's not just the Bitcoin ones that I talked about earlier, and that we will get into. There's some on Base. I feel like there's an ETH one. There's actually multiple new mints today, so we'll check those out. But look at crypto here. We got Bitcoin at 59K. We have Solana at 139. I skipped right over ETH, 2,500. Pretty mixed bag today. And I don't know what's moving the markets right now. I don't at all. The NVIDIA stuff, right? Their earnings came in yesterday.
Yeah.
It actually was good.
Yeah.
It was good, but crypto, NVIDIA's stock price actually went down because there's now worries that production is slowing down. So, right?
Whatever.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Nothing makes sense.
Dell earnings today. In fact, I would imagine they're in at this point, or right around now. I think they're in. And I don't know how much that really affects the market, but I know people are watching out to see if they reveal some Bitcoin holdings. So I don't know if that happened. Assume we would have heard about it if so, but that was on the radar today. Actually, this is interesting. Looking at the NFT market, I have not seen the ordinals collection, which by the way is millions of ordinals. This is just the general everything kind of container, but I've not seen ordinals in the top 10 in a few weeks, I think. So nice to see ordinals cooking. In the top spot, almost 1 million in sales here, so that's great. Anything else though? Wifey Station, that's a new mint over on Solana, and there was an autoglyph sale, guys. Normally it's a loan. Like these autoglyph sales are usually not sales; they're loans. But this was a legit sale. It was though the lowest sale we've seen in like 3 years. So I think it went for 99 ETH. Yeah, stuff's coming down.
We are so back.
We're so back. We're so fucking back. But new mints, we have Creature World. Creature World, you're right. I mean, God, that's a name from years past, but there's a mint going on right now that is over on Base. I want to peek at it too. I would assume it's a pretty affordable mint, and I don't want to connect.
They did an open edition not long ago. Well, no, it was a while ago, right? Year and a half ago or something.
Yeah, let's see. Let me see what it is they're cooking here. Like price and all that. Would you even bother minting anything, or is it like whatever at this point?
It's whatever at this point.
Yeah.
So
It's
whatever.
This is a 404. Interesting. Oh, I like that a lot.
Hell yeah, man.
I like it. I might actually mint one. I'd like to see the price though.
Mint
If
10.
anybody knows, drop it in the chat. But Creature World, ERC 404. Hey, I've always said I wanted to see what happens with art, right? Like what happens if you get an artsy kind of collection using 404s. This is a little example of it.
But by the way, me not minting it doesn't mean that I don't think Creature World is cool. The two have nothing to do with each other.
Yep. It's like what gets you, motivated enough to actually go through the process, and it's going to take a lot these days. Man,
I mean, I at least
ERC
respect
404
that they're out there, still doing shit. Danny, right? That's Danny's project.
Danny Cole.
Yeah. Danny, like cool dude. They were at VCon, a couple years in a row. Super nice team. I like it. Obviously a very artistic guy. I just, I
remember when people used to look at stuff like this. By the way, not a comment about the art. I like Danny. I like his collections. People used to look at anything like this and be like, historic.
Yeah.
Historic.
Not Thread Guy, please retweet the show.
Oh, my bad, bro. My
Jeez.
bad.
No problem.
Not Thread Guy. Okay, so we have that collection. We have I don't know this one. It's got a lot of
Do I
followers.
tweet the SlamX? That's what I've been tweeting.
Yeah,
I
retweet
don't
that
know.
one.
It
Either way,
doesn't-
that
it
or
doesn't
crypto.
matter, dude.
But at some point, I do want to consolidate to one. That way, the one gets all the stuff instead of spread out where it doesn't do a lot. We'll figure that out. That's ultimately where we get to spaces on one and then the video on another. But anyway, Gomble Games. I saw this. I'm like, I don't even know if it's legit, but go through the checklist. A lot of followers. A lot of followers that I know. A big ass account backed by Binance. And this is a mint right now. It's a free mint. So again, this isn't the kind of mint that gets you excited. You're not going to make money, I don't think. But also, again, it's a mint happening right now. And so I'm wondering still.
It's so
Kinda
funny.
maybe a little back.
Because it's free, I don't want it.
Yeah. Well, that happens
That's
too.
stupid.
Yeah, it is
Yeah, it's
because
stupid.
if it becomes any sort of profitability, you're like, fuck, what did I do?
Yeah.
Just like, it's free means it's not worth anything.
It's kind of like when Solana happened. I was like, you heard like, oh, that was just free shit. And I was like, well, fuck me. And then now it's like, you're like, oh, give me $5,000 for this pre.
Let me rephrase it. Because it's free and it's gaming related.
Mm-hmm.
That to me means lots of assets, no value unless you want to, buy hundreds of them and sell them for $1.40 a piece.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, Jonathan Mann's got another song today about OpenSea, about the SEC. I like it. I'm digging his tunes lately. I think I always dig his tunes. It's just whatever other things. Anyway, let's check the song out.
Do we?
And man, that conversation's still all over the place today. It's a lot of stupid ass takes still. Everybody crying about how dare you call our art security, and I still think OpenSea's not doing that. But we'll get into that in a second.
This is why we're fighting. Want to get it in writing. So we're clapping back at the battle that he's inciting. He's a bad boy. Screw it. Let's just do it. Let's sue the SEC and make them prove it. Shh, prove it. Gary, please hear me. Your institutions don't scare me. We've had enough of your unjust bust coming after us unfairly. Oh, Gary, we're through. Out of options to choose. It never ends. You attack my friends, that's why I'm suing you. This is why we're fighting. Want to get it in writing. So we're clapping back at the battle that you're inciting. He's a bad boy. Oh, screw it. Let's just do it. Let's sue the SEC and make them prove it. Shh, prove it.
He's so good.
Yeah, he is. He really is. Think of like Henry, you were saying this, I think yesterday, or like something about the creativity it takes to do something. I can't remember if it was just coming up with tweets or there was something you were saying it takes a certain kind of creativity that you said you didn't have.
It's that
right?
AI video. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it was. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I can't, it's to have the kind of creativity to make something so catchy and hooky as he does every fucking day for 16 years is crazy.
He's done that every day for 16 years.
Almost going on 17 years every single day.
Does he have like AA runs like he's the Bo Burnham? That's great. He could do work for who knows what jingles, everything. I would not be surprised if he could just be, come up with something really that hits, that's viral. That's I'm surprised that he hasn't. It's interesting. But
I think he maybe used to. I'm trying to remember if he has used that because we've heard of artists here that used to be professional artists like graphic designers, but like I bet he was.
I think he's had a couple of big things that have happened. I know, like he was on some big shows or whatever. Like he had a couple hits that got him out into the world. But I'm just surprised it's not more, just more like he's worked for this big show or something like that. And he could do that easily.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great. It is always interesting, like NFT guys in here and where they came from. Like Brian Brinkman used to be a writer on like the Late Show, right? I think the Stephen Colbert show or something. One of those late night shows. Maybe it was like Letterman. Did you know?
I'm not sure. No, I don't know because I actually have a buddy that I did improv with that writes for. He wrote for the Daily Show and now I think he writes for Colbert or something like that. So I'd be interested to talk to him about Brinkman, but yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know he definitely did. I can't remember which show, but it was one of those made top 2, top 3 late night shows. I'm trying to remember which one. If anybody knows, drop it in the chat. But I remember when he quit his job to do full-time art here in the space. Like it was recent, right? 2021 or so that he quit that gig, which was super fucking cool. Blazin asking, Hudah going to talk about mutable trees today? Did you get any? Mint will be live. I think the project is lit, bro. I know you probably... Yeah, dude, I like mutable trees a lot. They went on sale stealth mint, really. It opened up last night. It was supposed to go live today. Chip ended up saying, fuck it, let's just do it early. So it went live yesterday. I like the collection. That said... Well, no, I just straight up like the collection. I think it's a cool art project. I don't want to lump that in with some other thoughts I have on the rest of Bitcoin and because I want to talk not grifty shit, and I don't think mutable trees is grifty. It's a That
What do you-
collection's tricky for me. It's a big ass collection.
It's a big
get to it.
collection.
It's
Yeah.
it's too
Well,
big.
just
but
can we just lay out what you're trying? There's a little bit of like holding a punch here, or you got
Well-
some take that should be said.
I do. I can't decide if we should just get to some OpenSea stuff real quick, or just head right over to let's get to the Bitcoin stuff. We can come back to OpenSea if it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, today, and really this week, a few mints on Bitcoin. We had Lady, we had F6.
Oh,
was
Lady
today.
minted.
Lady minted yesterday, I believe.
How'd it do?
I don't know, because I don't know what it minted at.
I
It's
had whitelist.
0.0005.
Oof.
So yeah, I don't know what it minted at. But yeah, they minted. It's just great to see the collection move at least. You know, sell out, do whatever. Feel like something else minted today. Somebody, I think Gravity in the morning show said, yeah, FSIC happened. There was something else that minted, but man, again, it's FSIC that's getting me, man. It's FSIC. Yeah, there's something about it, man. Well, the way I explained it earlier today is the FUD on the timeline got to me. There's FUD out there on the timeline, guys. Just look it up. It got to me. I didn't want to touch it. I did mint it, and I sold right out and broke even. The FUD, it maybe comes from a team, and I don't know who the team is, to be honest, but comes from a team that grifts a bit, maybe.
So it's a shitty team that you should be scared about.
I buy enough of the people like Chart Fu is talking negative about the entire fractal ecosystem. Like he's full on calling. I don't think it's engagement farming. He's calling the fractal ecosystem a scam. Is it? I don't think it's a scam. Is it good for the space? It's a scaling solution, but I think the whole Bitcoin is slow and expensive and it's hard to use.
Yeah,
is a feature, not a bug. It doesn't necessarily need a solution. At the same time, I know it still needs to get a little better to some degree, but yeah, again, the FSIC and the talk out there about just I don't know.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah, get it. There's like they're holding back. I just want to get like
I think again, I'm going to go back to a conversation that like I've had on this show, even like back when we started, and that conversation is about the big difference between Bitcoin and let's say EVM or even Solana. You know, low gas ecosystems, blockchains that have smart contracts where there actually is the ability to build. Okay, so you go back to 21, people were buying because they were buying into the idea that you could buy this and that those projects would do something. For a while, people thought that was going to happen. Some people did stuff. The cream kind of rose to the top. Of course, we know there's projects that didn't rise to the top that were still building, and they did some cool stuff. I'm thinking of like Ether Orcs as an example. But Bitcoin came out, Ordinals came out, and it was like, cool, you can do all this stuff on Ordinals, and it's all on chain because it's inscribed, the image is on chain. Great. The thing is, nobody cares about the art. So this idea that the image is on chain, nobody really cared about that. They cared like, what could you do with it? Because we thought what you could do with it might pump our bags. We saw an ETH that didn't work. I think there was this idea that on Bitcoin that things were being built out. We saw how quick we went from like Sparrow wallets to Xverse to like smoother, transactions, etc. But nothing has really happened on Ordinals. Like really nothing. The leading projects like NodeMonks, Puppets, they're there. They don't do anything. They don't claim they're going to do anything, but that's what they do. They do nothing. They're just like cool pieces of a moment in time. I think everybody's been waiting for this thing to happen that isn't happening. But because these are smaller collections where teams don't typically raise nearly as much money on them, what I'm seeing is literally just like a migration from project to project to project. Of like, oh, today I'm on this team, tomorrow I'm on that team, the next day I'm on this team, 3 weeks from now I'll be on this team, because what are you building? And with whatever funds were raised, there's not a lot you can do with it right now. So it's what's the next thing? What's the next thing?
Yeah.
So I think what people are finding out is it is the same people behind a lot of these.
Yeah.
And I think you can't pull that off for very long in this space before people start.
Or can you? I mean, like, there's an argument to be made that it's just a continuation of what's been going on.
You know what's going to be a problem is on ETH and Solana, it definitely still happens, but things like bubble maps kind of change the game on Solana a little bit. Things like Arkham, that give people exposure into the wallets, who's doing what, who actually is behind this, and you got guys like Zach XB2 who research, go after them. At least there's something calling it out. That hasn't happened on Bitcoin yet, and it's gonna. At some point, it's gonna.
It's a lot harder, I
looking
think,
forward
on Bitcoin. But you know what it reminds me a little bit of is the shitcoin culture on Solana, where somebody launches this, and then it's just this pump.fun cycle. And so like it is I don't want to say it's aggravating. You start to see it, and then you start to like raise an eyebrow, and you're just like, well, okay, well, how long can you do this? Like how long can you do this for? How long can you just continue to migrate from place to place and go like, oh, here's the next one?
So the way that you're speaking on this, I'm almost completely unaware of all this stuff. But Henry, I think what you're saying is that I don't know. The FUD that we're talking about today on the timeline is somewhat saying that all this shit is kind of grifty. No one's doing anything. And that's kind of what's going on with Bitcoin ordinals. We're also talking about these projects that are coming out. No one's actually building or doing anything or promising anything at all. And people are noticing that they're going from project to project, just basically releasing projects. Is that kind of
Yeah, I think that's like a little bit of it in a nutshell. Although, like, I won't throw Quantum Cats in there. They are working on OpCat. I think it's like one of the few projects out there that's actually like building something.
Because Henry, like that's what's so different. Quantum Cats and Taproot Wizards are like, we're here. We're the Taproot Wizards. We're doing Quantum Cats. We're gonna do Taproot Wizards at some point. That's all we're doing. We're here. We're staying here. We're building a community. We're actually building some tech out, and then platforms right here.
All right, here's a hot take, right? Ready? Going back to ETH collections that sold out, where there were people that just ended up making tens of millions of dollars, are just a bunch of fucking people like doofuses, not doof. I don't want to like call them doofuses, but like just a bunch of people that got money and they're like, strap in, let's see what the fuck we're gonna do with this, because that's kind of how it felt with like, what are we gonna do? Oh, we're gonna do some merch. We're gonna create a game. We're gonna do a metaverse thing. It was all kind of that thing.
Yeah.
And so it seemed to me as if the difference between ETH was they kind of sold out their projects and they started to try to build, even though there's no actual real builders. And then on ordinals right now, other than like Node or Quantum Cats, there's not really people that are building or even intending to build. There are people intending to sell collections to make money that might have to build after the fact because they've got some sort of success in selling whatever collection that they have.
The thing is, I think people are smart enough now to know smart contracts are, listen, I'm not a dev, but having been around it and being part of our launches, you realize how helpful smart contracts are to be able to do things in like trustless ways. When you don't have smart contracts, it's like literally, hey, we're going to play a game of football. You can't have pads. You can't use your arms and you can't use your legs. And you're like, well, so there's going to be a ball somewhere, but we're not going to be able to play. And I think people realize like without smart contracts, there's listen, you go to Bitcoin Nashville, you go to any of these conferences, it's filled with these layer 2 solutions. Nothing is really won out. And I think what people realize, at least on the degen side, is like, well, you're probably not really building anything because you can't really build. You're not making creator fees. So whatever you got from your mint, that's what you got. And like, you're going to burn through it as you pay people.
You could build on it, right? But you can't. The build is almost a different type of build. It's almost
it's IRL as fuck, bro,
or IRL type build. Right? It's like you own this. Here's what we can do for you on the outside world, or something, something to that effect, rather than like you own this and we can do this within the smart contract to, see that you own it. And then now you can token gate it and now you can do this and that and blah, 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 blah. Is that kind of similar to that?
Yeah, but I don't think very many people, like I'll put Pizza Ninjas at the top of the list that are going for the IP play. I don't think there's even a close second place in the Ordinals ecosystem to Pizza Ninjas. I just think building is very clunky there. It's difficult. The devs on Bitcoin are sort of like white elephants. They're difficult to find. Mutable trees is a great one. But I just think, somebody mentioned in here, I forgot who it was, Cosmos, I think, like you get these Twitter accounts, they've got tens of thousands of followers that spring up. By the way, in the last 24 hours, I think when I checked Crypto Slam earlier, there was less than 3,400 unique buyers in the Ordinals ecosystem. And you've got a Twitter account that in 7 days has 30,000 followers. Like it doesn't even make any sense. Yep. It makes no sense at all. So I just
funny,
think
dude. We talk all the time how phony it is on X. It's damn near 100% all fake
like
out there.
Outside of the 3,400 buyers that were buying on Bitcoin, you know, so there's the people on the sidelines like us, but like who are these? Who's the 10x followers that followed your account? It's bots. It's not. So I think the gig is up on a lot of this shit. And I think that's why we see something that people wanted to be hyped, like FSIC, come out of the gates. Last I checked, they were minted at 81%. And it's like, you know, it's a tough market anyway. But I think people are starting to be like, you know, in a bull, I think people are like, I don't care who's behind it. If I think it's going to make me money, I'll roll the dice.
So Ordinals was kind of a similar to the runes, kind of like a provenance sort of play. Yeah.
I think that was a major part of it. You know, first it was the sub 1K inscriptions, and it's sub 10K, then it was like sub 100K, then it's like recursive, then it's cursed. It's cursed inscriptions. It's finding all of these reasons why these ones matter over these ones. But I think, with the exception of a handful of projects, like literally a handful, most people are like, like cool. If I think I can make money, I'll roll the dice. But so many of these are flash in the pans. On ETH, things didn't seem as much of a flash in the pan in 21, 22 as things seem on Ordinals right now. Because I think if you had volume, you had creator fees. If you had creator fees, then
the royalty,
you could sustain yourself.
The royalty. This is the battle between royalties and the communities fighting against the royalties was really the downfall of a lot of ETH and ETH projects. So it's really weird how that goes, because you'd have like, we want to do royalties, we love royalties, ETH is cool because of royalties, and then like the communities being like, we don't have to pay royalties. There's going to be you can't stop us from selling our shit with no royalties. You can try, but we're just going to go to that next thing. And it just kind of evolved into a downward sort of spiral where now projects don't have money going in. All of those kind of ideas to build, to create, to promise certain businesses that could have been really cool kind of fell by the wayside because there's no money coming in other than, and those projects should have found alternative revenue streams other than the royalties so they can kind of continue to build. But they're not built like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's kind of like Kendrick. They're not like us, right? Like, and I'm not saying us, but like I'm saying they weren't built to take what they got and go for something amazing. And so no one had grand ideas, and they didn't say, I got the fucking funding now I'm going to really fucking play this game. And so you've got a bunch of fucking Nimrods out here flashing their dicks and being happy with everything and fucking just leeching off the space to a certain degree and not really building anything cool, in my weird, humble opinion.
Yeah. In a bull, everything I'm saying doesn't matter. Like,
well, it does, because when the bull ends, it matters.
What I mean is people will blindly mint because, like, if they think they can make money, they don't care. They're in and out.
Easy to win in that market. Like, just almost automatic.
But there's a distinction there. There's a distinction between the money making, I'm going to buy and sell all these things. It doesn't matter in a bull market. We're just going to build. To right now, no project seems worthy to put your money into. So there's no point. And the builders that are kind of like, I want to say like the Josies, the Jimmys, all these people that were kind of trying to do stuff. I think that matters more in a bear, even though it really hasn't panned out in this bear market. Like, there's no real distinction, but like, you need those people that are excited about the technology, the building, what they can accomplish, where they're not just doing it for like the next mint and the next rollover and the stuff like that. And I think that's kind of that distinction. There's a distinction between the gambling, the gamblers, the minting, the money, and actually having a space where things are happening that is going to grow for it to build, I guess.
Yeah, I said this about ordinals before. I think it is a very difficult blockchain to sustain yourself on because you're just missing some key components that make building easier to a certain degree on like Ethereum as an example, smart contracts being one of them, having trustless gaming systems, and all kinds of other things. But I think on Bitcoin, it's tough. And without creator fees, like that was a nice thing about Ronin is whatever sells on Ronin, it's enforced. Without that, you just look at ecosystems and you're like, well, how are you going to sustain? And so I think, I'm not saying people have figured that out. I think it plays into, how people go from project to project because like projects aren't nearly as sustainable as they could be on other chains.
And props to Kongs. The cool thing about Kongs is they might not be doing what I want, meaning that like they're not like pushing the mainstream like boundaries of the technology, but they are a niche community that are doing Web3 things that are valuable, that are relevant within Web3, and so there's that. You need like that's important, and so that they should get some sort of props for that type of thing. Yeah,
I think a big difference between Kongs and a lot of other projects is we're always community focused. Like we want to build for the community. We know it's the backbone of what we do, which is why like in a bear, we're still launching our thing with Adidas. Today we sold out 60 vests in, I don't know, 45 seconds, a minute.
Did it sell out or no?
Yeah, like
lightning. Faster than yesterday, I think, too, right?
Yeah, there was less of them. Yeah, there was less
take.
of them.
I want to do another hot take here. If Kongs succeeded like Yuga Labs, I'd be very interested to see how you guys would have handled that success. Because I make an argument that like you guys basically do what they did on a smaller scale. And if you had the funds and the money, I bet you guys would probably have more to show for it.
Yeah, I'd agree. And what's crazy is we have so much to show. We have so much to show with as little funding as we've had.
Yeah.
Like, it won't even go down the list, but we have so much to show for it. And I think it's cool. And honestly, dude, the cool thing is like we are always thinking about what else can we do? How else can we create sustainable systems? And dude, I think the future for Kongs has a ton of potential because we're not in a rush. Like the partnerships that come will keep building and building and building on each other. And I think because of the kind of people we are, that we will try to always keep everything like grungy degen Web3. Yeah, I think we'd be in a very different place if we had the treasury that Yuga has.
But maybe you shouldn't be that. Maybe you shouldn't be that because you are what you are. I'm just saying that like, I guess what I was thinking was everything that Yuga's doing, you kind of are doing already on some level. You know what I mean? Like you guys don't obviously have the kind of like larger scale video game sort of stuff, but you do the games. You do all of that. You're doing interesting things all the time, and you're not being, like you guys could have disappeared. You guys could have just fucking floated on your, whatever, and you guys don't. You're always doing stuff. It's fucking cool, and They picked a good dude for you to be part of that team because you are there every day. You know what I mean? Like I might get bored with shit. Like you're a rock. You know what I mean? So
thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Try to be. I like being there. It's not always easy, but we have an awesome community that make it easier, especially our core people. People who come in and they're just like, assholes about stuff, pump my bags. Not those people. The people that are there no matter what, because they're not there just for the price. They're there to see like, well, what could this be? What could they do? The speculation is like, what could be next? But knowing that like, regardless of what's next, I'm not selling my Kong. That's that's the people we build for.
Check it out, guys. We got a rebel sighting. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute.
Shit, Rebel.
Yeah, man.
What's up, dude?
What up?
Good guy. Good fucking guy. Kong's fucking rock. I want to move us along because we got 15 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And a few things, but GG's on the main.
Oh,
You guys have another
Last
tomorrow?
one tomorrow. Yeah, last one of this season
wings,
tomorrow.
right?
It's the wings. Limited. 50
I'm
of
gonna
them.
I'm gonna go get some raw and try to get that one because I've missed all these. Worst case, I'll go on secondary, and
Yeah,
I do
I-
want one. I think these are fucking awesome.
I also
think-
lost respect for Hudah too because they didn't respond to Henry trying to contact them.
They don't like me.
Fuck that.
They don't like me.
It happens.
It's
It
a fight
happens.
between a gorilla and are those orangutans or are they chimps?
What, the Yuga ones?
Yeah, like it's a bored ape, a
Ape.
chimpanzee, right?
Kind of looks like it. By the way, I watched that show, both episodes yesterday.
How was that?
By the end of the second episode, man, they're so like masterfully crafted as far as there's that narrative and they know how to leave you hanging and stuff. Like they're well done. I didn't think it was anywhere as good as Tiger King until the end of the second episode. Good cliffhanger. I'm like, okay, now I think it starts and
Cool.
yeah, it's fun. I'll say that. I'll say real quick, mutable trees. I'll probably cover it more another day here, but where did I put this? I made a video. Did I fucking close that there? I made a video that goes over kind of the bullet points, like what it is about the project that's special. It's a child inscription collection based off the first ever recursive inscription all the way back to 12,992. It's a Rickroll inscription, but that is the parent of all these trees, all 16 whatever thousand of them. And I like how there's different rings, like these trees will keep breeding out the next generation of trees. There's something cool about that. I just like generative art, and these will grow over time. They really do. I don't know how many blocks, but at every so many blocks, the tree actually will grow. It'll sprout leaves. I think it'll get maybe flat buds and then maybe flowers on them or fruit, and then it actually changes by the season too. I like it. I like that kind of stuff a lot. So
What is mutable tree? Is that the one that has 1% sold out or whatever? Or 1%
yeah,
minted?
that's the one that just minted starting last night, this morning. Just 70 of them so far have minted again out of a 16K edition
Yeah,
collection. But
it's
to
too
Chip's
big.
point, but it is too big. But Chip also said, "Don't give a shit." Right? Like it's there for you to appreciate. I like that. If that's real, like I like that a lot. You just
wants-
collect it if you want to collect it.
He wants
So,
money.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does. But
But let me ask you this: if it's there to collect, can you turn down the Kongs music? Even though
Yeah.
I love.
oh, I'm sorry, dudes. I didn't think it was on. My bad.
If it's there to collect and it's not about the money, put it in the hands of collectors.
Yeah. Well, nice thing. Hey, if you are an ordinal minor holder, you get one. So you're definitely going to get a free one if you're holding there. And yeah, I agree. And maybe there's some cool giveaways and stuff he'll be doing. So I'm with you there. And I think all things considered, it's pretty affordable as far as Bitcoin goes. So yeah, maybe it could be cheaper. Maybe there could be less, but whatever. If he just wants to share it and get people interested in the tech, it's cool. Like they're going to live stream the inscription process. I think that's cool. So
Yeah, the idea behind it is cool. The idea behind it is cool.
yeah.
It is probably complicated for a lot of people. And if the idea is to grow it, then the tough part is like there was no marketing behind it. Like people who know are like us, like we know. That's the tough part is big collection, bear market, and momentum matters. It matters a lot in this space. So it's yeah.
Who's the artist?
I don't know who did the art.
It's a good point. Yeah. Yeah,
No.
I don't remember. Anyway, I'll be talking about these a bit. I do like them. I'm happy to help with. I mean, it's a learning opportunity, so it's something I plan to talk about. I'm sure I'll get Chip on the show at some point. The chain reactor or this, whichever makes sense. But we'll see more about that. Moving on, we don't have much time, but
I just want to rip on. I'm in such a bad mood today about things in this.
are you really?
I just want to rip on things. Like I saw some annoying things today. I'm like,
Well, let's do that. Let me hit this real quick and let's go to annoying things because I like that shit. But Donald Trump, I think he's speaking right now in Wisconsin, revealing his crypto capital of the planet plans. I'm really fucking curious. And I bet you, man, I bet you, world liberty is not far off. He's been tweeting about that a lot more. He tweeted it today. So this World Liberty DeFi collection, remember, and thank you, Henry, informed me about this, but this is that Be Defiant thing that Eric and Junior and Elon Musk have been tweeting about and hinting at. Trump finally started tweeting about it just over the past couple days. Again, today he tweeted it too. So this shit's coming. I think it's coming real soon. I wouldn't be shocked if it's this week or next week or so.
What's coming?
We don't know.
World Liberty, whatever it is, it sounds like I still think it's RWAs. I think it's a token or a whole DeFi platform backed by RWAs. I think that's what it is.
Jesus
What's
Christ.
hilarious was this morning, I'm in the Telegram. So this morning, I'm in Telegram. You can't chat in there. It's just for announcements. But underneath their announcements are scam ads for like World Liberty Financial. I almost screenshotted it because I saw this. There's 52,000 people in there. And I'm like, man, people are going to click on this because I bet a ton of these people don't know. And it took them.
Oh my God, dude. I'm looking at it right now. Holy
shit.
It
took them at least an hour, if not longer, to come out and explain to people. Attention, everyone. We've been made aware of some ads circulating on Telegram claiming to be from us. Because keep in mind, if you don't know this stuff, the only
these are not Web3 native people. I'm assuming
you can't chat in there unless you're admin. And the only things have been announcements and scam ads.
They can't delete that?
Yeah, they can, but they didn't.
Oh my, it's still there. I'm looking at it. It's still there. World Liberty Financial Airdrop. Claim your tokens. What you can literally go right now.
It got deleted on mine.
I still see it.
Really?
Yeah.
The green ad that was on there?
Yeah, it's still there. Just scroll down a little further, maybe.
Yeah, it's gone on mine.
Weird.
Oh, maybe I X'd out of it.
If you X out, it doesn't show. So I haven't. It's still there.
They can't. I thought you can get rid of ads, or you buy Telegram Premium and you don't have it.
That's insane.
So I saw that. I'm like, people are going to click on this because they may not know that that's an ad, and it took a while.
Here's opportunities for Henry to have another job. Not the best team, obviously, that have not thought about this type of thing being able to happen. This is why they need to have someone on the team that knows how Discord is run and the scams and the shit that goes along with that, because that's fucking so basic. I don't even know what to say. And yeah, all those people that that are clicking on it are say bye to them being Web3 fans.
And who are you going to contact? You can't chat in there.
No.
I thought after I saw that, and then when I saw what they said about like don't click on scam links, like over an hour later. At least an hour later, I thought like, man, I should reach out to these people and let them know like the Kongs are here to help. But one, it's probably impossible to get in touch with them. And two, I don't know that we would want to be like, I don't know that we'd want to be involved. It doesn't even matter because the opportunity wouldn't be there anyway. But
Henry's so you had so basically you had a fantasy of contacting them, then being like the hero, and then like joining their team, and then like Trump is high-fiving you.
No, more like World Liberty Financial X Cyberkongs. Here is our tech partner,
right?
Here to keep you safe. And we could advise them.
I would say I'd be happier if you had dinner with Donald Trump than if Thread Guy had his podcast and dinner with Donald Trump. So better Thread Guy than Thread Guy.
You think they can delete that ad if they paid for Pro?
If they have premium, you can, because we had premium in our Telegram, and I'm almost positive you don't get ads if you have premium, or you can at least delete them.
I think, you know what? I think that the money that would have gone to Pro went to Don Jr.'s hair product budget here, looking at the greasy fucking hair that he's got. So they had to distribute the
is that product or grease? I don't have hair, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's greasiness. I don't know, dude. I'm not into it. No, but that's cool. Another fucking crypto thing that they're releasing. Awesome.
I will say this. I can't say I'm bullish on it. Like, I like the idea of him doing something. I just don't want it to turn what we do into a joke. And I don't know what he's doing. So like the fact that they can't police their Telegram to keep people from getting scammed doesn't give me like the utmost confidence at all. But I guess we'll see what they say.
If this was any project that did this, you'd fucking say that it was, amateur.
No, it's not good. Yeah, no, it is. That is amateur hour. 100%. That's amateur hour.
Does this transition to the Arlington cemetery stuff? I don't know what happened there.
I don't know if they can. I'm Googling, by the way. I don't know if they can delete that. I'm not sure.
Telegram ads? We didn't have any in ours. We didn't have any Telegram ads in ours. I know that. I was admin of it. And
I mean, if it's anything like Discord, you can make sure you can't post links. You can do all that. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure. But Henry, freedom freedom to post.
Let freedom ring.
Let the First Amendment ring, and let social vibe be decentralized, bro.
So Trump was in Arlington National Cemetery
Took a
the other
shit.
day. He laid a wreath for the 13 soldiers, service members that were killed when they exited Afghanistan. That part, cool. I like that. But his team got into an altercation with a member of the army that's like in charge of Section 60, which is where a lot of Iraq and Afghanistan veterans are buried. And they have really strict policies in Arlington National Cemetery about photography. Like basically, like if you're there for like your, son or wife or husband, like you can take a picture of the grave. There are federal laws against having campaign events there. And this was all talked about beforehand. That's how the story goes. But Trump, they came with their own photographer, I think videographer, and they took photos and videos, and I'm pretty sure they turned one into media where they posted it. I don't know if it was like an official campaign ad. And the issue was that this person who works for I think they're in the army that works at the cemetery, which was a female, the Trump campaign, I guess, pushed her. Like they got into it and they like pushed her, and it turned into a thing to the point that the army came out and said something. Like the army came out and was like, yep, she didn't press charges, but he was told you're not allowed to do that. And the reality is I thought about it, and I was like, well, the families that Trump was there for, like they were fine with him taking videos and whatnot. But
of their stones,
there were other graves, like one in particular of a guy who had committed suicide that was included in like one of their videos or in one of their pictures. And that family was like, we didn't give authorization on that. And I thought about it like, it's fucked up. Like it's fucked up. Like there's a couple places maybe like you don't pull some shit. And I think Arlington National Cemetery leads the pack.
Because, okay, you're delayed like crazy. It's unbelievable.
Sorry.
No problem.
I'll turn my video off.
No, I like you. I like, even if you're delayed, I like it that way. Listen, the army and military is sacred on many levels, and there are heroes. They're heroes that come from every political, religious, all types of backgrounds, right? They're all, and they have one common goal or one common thing, which is that they've sacrificed for the country, for the sake of all of us. And some of them might not want to be associated with certain things. And they might totally disagree with those political or religious or whatever. And they don't want to be put into that position. And they shouldn't be. And that's why we have to respect both or all sorts of walks of life in there. And I'm assuming that's why they have those rules there. And it's fucked up that you should put people in that position. And they should apologize. And it should have never gotten to that level. So whatever, dude. I'm not. You're right. This goes back to, and this is why I hate fucking politics, man. It's just, like it's like me and you, Henry. We don't agree. We should fucking love each other regardless, right? We should respect each other. And when you cross a line, you should be like, you should know that and back the fuck off, especially in this situation. So that annoys me. I'm sorry.
I think I agree with all of that. I think the idea of,
especially because it's a person that wants to be seen as the sort of pro-military, pro-police type of guy, when everything that he does, not everything, a lot of the things that he does is not copacetic with that fucking thing, and it's quite opposite a lot of times, and that's infuriating to a social justice warrior like myself.
Trump is pro-Trump. He's not pro anything else.
Exactly.
No, I mean he's not. What's interesting is I think now some people are starting to really realize that the things that should be sacred are not to him. Nothing is.
Yeah. No, it's a great point. And the thing is, those laws exist for a reason. Like keep your politics out of the burial ground for war heroes.
Right.
It has no place there. And so for him to do that. It irks me. I know it irks a lot of people, and it does, dude. Like, honestly, it's that kind of stuff. I can't stand Kamala Harris at all, but this type of stuff, it's like he just doesn't care. You know what would go a long way with something like this? An admission that you were wrong and an apology. Like, by the way, that in and of itself would do a lot for a lot of people. Like, no, it happened for whatever reason it happened. It shouldn't have happened, and we're sorry that it happened. But, you know, we know he's not capable of that.
He would never.
No.
I think he makes it a point to never do that. Even if he's wrong, I think it's one of those things that he's been trained to not do. You don't ever show a sign of weakness like that. You never apologize.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mark is asking me about like the Afghan withdrawal. I'm assuming it's because like he thinks that I'm, you know, kind of like whatever that type of thing is, or just kind of being like, I'm not sucking Trump's dick, so like I must be an asshole or whatever. Like, I don't know enough to be like, what was the appropriate withdrawal strategy for Afghanistan? If people were passed away because of that, I fucking am devastated and respect the families and the soldiers and everyone that made those choices. And I'm not cocky enough or stupid enough to think that I know the right answers to that. And so all I can do is respect the choices of the soldiers that decided to give their lives for our safety and the freedoms that we have. And I wasn't brave enough to do that. I mean, family members of mine were, but I chose not to. So I don't know, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to make a political statement here. I'm telling you how I feel.
All right, let's do a little bullish bearish. Good takes all around throughout the episode today, but guys, enjoyed it. A heads up, there's another Other Side Project Dragon. It's episode 2. So back to the Other Side metaverse, that whole gameplay thing we saw last month, right? The big old chaotic third-person shooter. It's happening again tonight. So hopefully it's better. Can't wait to get feedback. Dad, if you're watching, man, tell us how it is. In fact, anybody playing, definitely let us know how that goes. Here we go. Bullish, bearish. Let me clear some tabs. Also, we'll definitely be talking about what Trump does say today about his crypto policies. I'm looking forward to getting some. Anyway, dude, the soul-sucking office job. This story is just crazy because I can put myself back in the cubicle and just remember what it feels like. This lady here, 60-year-old Wells Fargo employee, found dead in her cubicle 4 days later.
4 days later?
4 days later. And I'm like, yep, not surprised. Not fucking surprised.
Holy fuck.
Man, crazy shit. So bearish on that shit. So bearish
What
on
are we bearish on?
Corporate America. Let's just do that.
Yeah. Not Thread Guy, what do you got?
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, I thought you were talking about Thread Guy. Like,
No.
Am I bullish on that's bearish. That sucks.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just go bearish.
I'm bullish that they found her. I just wish
4 days later.
I wish they maybe for her family.
Smell that? Like, doesn't dead bodies give off a disgusting
That's
smell?
what they caught on to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thankful I worked in a decent office where I was passed out. I was so fucked up on drugs. I was passed out in my cubicle, head back, mouth open.
Yeah.
Somebody found me an hour later. So
don't you shit your pants when you die too? Like, isn't there like there's that?
Yeah.
By the way, I tried to work in cubicles. I'm such a fucking asshole
I can't even fucking fathom you in a cubicle office job.
I'm so unprofessional. It's unbelievable. I try so hard and I just fucking could not do it. So I've been fired from my cubicle job. Not fired, just not asked back.
Dude, no, I could not do
I
it.
never want to go back. I won't. I'll blow my brains out before ever having to go back to something like that. It's not even a joke. I literally will never go back. Ever.
Don't do that. Be like the guy they found that had left his house. Did you see that? Like, he was on vacation with his family, I think in South Carolina, just like literally left the house.
Oh yeah.
Crawled into somebody's crawl space and hung himself.
Yep. Oh, I did. Yeah, I heard of that. Yep.
How did
Honestly,
she die?
yeah.
Old age?
I just think just natural causes, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right, I got Mayor Adams. This is the guy from New York, I think.
Yeah.
I
met him.
Yeah.
Cool guy. He
French
seems cool
Montana
as fuck.
party.
Yeah,
he was nice.
He seems cool.
Yeah, he was nice.
Here's him, and this is like some confiscated drugs and shit.
They burned it all.
Yeah, well, he enjoys it for a quick second before. That's fucking great.
Would have been cooler if he walked off with it.
It's like, it's good shit. Bullish on that guy. I think he's a fuckhead maybe, but that's
Yeah.
bullish.
Yeah, Henry, I'm
Bullish.
I think he's a shithead. As far as I remember, like just the way that he's dealt with a lot of like policies and stuff like that. I think he's a piece of shit. But him sniffing some weed and giving a thumbs up, I'll go bullish just in that specific isolated incident.
boy. Yeah. Henry, did you say?
He said
I
it.
said bullish.
Okay. Good. Love it. All right. I've been craving Indian food. Here's some delicious looking
boy.
paratha. Man,
boy.
man. Dude,
What
this
is
shit. So I've
paratha?
never seen it made like this. You know, like it's like Indian pita, but it's thin, and they usually like fry it where it's crispy. But
Oh,
it's
yeah,
flaky.
yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
fucking good, man.
It's
Dude,
like
I live in
it's
the
like a leveled up version of matzah.
yeah. That's a good way. to put it.
Way leveled up.
Dude, it's like the best. If I get, it's the best. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere country. The best food here is this Indian restaurant. It's fucking phenomenal. Makes no
Indian
sense.
sounds great.
I've never seen it made like this, where he's like pounded, like fluffing it out and stuff. But it makes me want it
You
bad.
imagine this guy beating his knees.
Yeah, I can.
Have you guys seen
So bullish.
Indian street food on TikTok? It's fucking
Like-
brutal. It's brutal.
Like kind of making fun of like putting hands all in it.
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
brutal.
looks so good. So bullish on Indian food.
Yeah, but then he just serves it just like that. His hands.
Yeah.
Oh
he-
yeah.
He finger fucks the food, and then here you go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bearish on that shit, dude.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm fucking
Could have been-
bare.
he could have been jacking off behind that pole
Yeah.
5 minutes before this.
Probably was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I was him, I'd be jacking off 5 minutes before that, and I feel like I'm a good dude. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah, I'm so bearish on this. I can't even fucking tell you.
Damn. All right. Moving on. Nothing too exciting here, other than I just sometimes think little critters are fun to watch.
Is that a bumblebee?
Yeah, they're humping.
Do bumblebees sting?
I think they do, but they're nicer.
die
They don't
if
do
they
it
do.
often. Bumblebees do?
Or is that honeybees?
I guess I'm not sure. Look at
A
that.
bumblebee tuna.
Just going at it. Okay, final one. We don't even have to do bullish bearish on that. Jacoby Brissett,
Oh, yeah.
starting QB for the Patriots. Are we bullish bearish on that? I have not followed in years at this point. Seems bullish if Dave Portnoy is saying Super Bowl back on.
I think he's joking.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Goddamn. Yeah, I didn't think he was any like a superstar.
No.
No. So their rookie Drake
Oh.
May should be the starter.
That's what's going on. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? I think it makes sense that they would bring Jacoby Brissett in because veteran quarterback, they can see what happens, and then they've got something they can go to. I think you don't want to put Drake May in for 3-4 games. He goes 0-4, and then they got to yank him, and then Brissett comes in. I think it makes sense, even though I think Drake May is better. And like, dude, he played decent in the preseason.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Huda, NFL, there's kind of like an old way of thinking like a rookie should not start until like year 3 or something to that effect. So like, but there's been a lot of success with quarterbacks that have just came right out of the gate nowadays. Probably
Josh
because-
Allen.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you
So I think that like Mayo, who is this Patriots head coach, is kind of old school. So Brissett is going to be starting. He's not very good. Well, he's not a fucking star, but that's what they're doing. And I'm bearish. Let the fucking rookie go in there. Let him do his thing. They're not fucking winning shit. You might as well just suffer, get a better draft pick, and let him get the experience. That's my thought.
I dig
Dude,
it.
the Patriots are gonna suck this year. They are going. They're last place.
Damn.
I think
Well-
Jets have a very good chance of winning.
I
the
saw
East.
an article today that the Jets are in fucking disarray right now, but whatever.
Good. We need that.
Yeah, we do.
All right, boys. Get ready for the banana zone. I think people. I know we've fucking said it 100 times in just the past couple weeks. Everybody still believes it's coming. I still do. I saw.
100x surge.
I love it. Yes, I love it. It's on the way. The 100 Bitcoin 100xing.
Bitcoin at six. What would that be? 2 zeros on the end. Six. Would that be $6 million or 600,000?
I don't even know.
No,
I can't math
600,000.
like that.
No, it'd be 6 million. Yeah.
But hopefully, I like being a smartest. Hopefully, it's fucking coming. We need to talk more about the market. Probably makes sense to do that tomorrow because we're all fucking done here. But I can't wait. Also, predict.fun. unofficial sponsor of today's show. Not our sponsor, but brought to you by Predict.Fun, the latest prediction market coming to you from the Blast ecosystem, guys. Native yield on your predictions. I love it.
Can we
Sponsor this
get
show, guys.
can we get fucking wrecked drinks so we can review them on this? Oh, you had OSF's
Yeah.
tweet.
Well, if
Let's
they
try-
sell them, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Are
don't
they
know.
for
Like, I
sale
tried
now?
to go in their Discord and get some, but you have to like sign up or whatever. Like, does anyone just not give a shit about signing up and doing all that stuff? Then go buy one. You know what I mean?
Send us drinks, send us super chats,
Yep.
and we'll review the drinks for you. It doesn't
Yes.
get better than that.
At all. It literally
Joe will even
doesn't cannot.
pour some over his milky titties.
My milky titty. Yeah, I will. If you need me to, I will. But like, yeah. I mean, you have milkier titties than I do.
I didn't mean milky. I meant like firm and beautiful.
No, that's fine. I can be milky titties.
No, it's not the right. It's not the right. It wasn't the right thing to say. I meant to say your ass nipples.
Yeah, of course, dude.
Guys, I hope you have a fantastic fucking evening. I really hope we can get a Spaces going tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. And regardless, we should just do a fun Spaces anyway, separate on top of next to whatever. Anyway, have a great evening, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you.
I can talk more.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots who live in the dream. We're all on the zeros, our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
I'm getting some fucking Indian food tonight, bro.
Sounds
Yeah,
so good.
you.
Sounds so good, man.
Dude, I wanted
Yeah.
to talk fucking what's up, man, with Thread Guy. What's going on? You say K Money did another video today. I think it was today.
Thread Guy's got his Ansem video.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
What
And
happened?
Henry, you know when Henry gets into his moods, like where you can just get him going.
Yeah.
Like that would have been a good day to just be like, let's roll out all of these influencer people just so Henry can just fucking knock him down.
That
Yeah,
might be
just
good on a Spaces. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, they doing annoying shit. Yeah. The Thread Guy thing was, did you hear about Thread Guy, Henry?
No.
So I didn't really chime in today, but like he bought $25,000 worth of the Trump stuff
Yeah.
where he thought he had a free, or he thought he had not free. He thought he had dinner with Trump, set up so he could ask him to do a podcast with him, which is fucking insane. To even think that could be a fucking possibility. But then he found out that like it was kind of a raffle ticket, or the first 25 to claim it are the ones that get it. So you're not guaranteed anything. But I'm not sure if that's the case. And now Hudah brought up a good point. Like he does seem to be kind of creating narratives, like creating like just fakes. I don't know if they're fake or not, but they seem like there could be like manufactured storylines in his life or whatever, which is interesting upon itself. But yeah, it's kind of been annoying me that if Hudah can see through something, that it's probably some bullshit,
So what came out? Because I was aware of that, but did something else happen?
Not that I'm aware of, but like I guess my point is that like, do you think that it's real? Because there is some connection between the team that did the NFTs, I think, and like someone else that's friendly with, like, I don't know if it's like Frank DeGods or whatever was like had a friend involved in something.
Check out for Thread Guy's feed. Let's check out his.
But there was the other thing that he did that was kind of like, okay, was he went to that Bitcoin conference and he said that he couldn't get in. You remember that? And someone else took his space or whatever and blah, 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 blah.
He tweets a lot. Fuck this. I'm not
A lot, dude. A lot. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, but
Thread guy. Well, I hope he does well for himself.
I guess, yeah.
Because I don't need hate in my heart for Thread guy. I don't think he's entertaining in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, there's a lot of people that do. And maybe at the core, I'm just jealous of him.
Maybe.
You know, there's a possibility that I am.
Maybe.
I like his hair. You know, I can't grow any.
Do you?
No. I think his hair makes him look like a fucking douche. But like, at least he can grow some.
I like him. I like TG.
What's up with Paulie? Have you talked to him since that pod?
No, but I will. I've been meaning to.
Is he ghosting you?
No, I have not even reached out to him. He keeps getting banned, and he sent me how to reach him on Telegram. I just didn't want to quite yet. I don't know because I don't have anything. I don't want to do a stream or anything yet. But I do want to say what's up because he's got some shit he's cooking.
Don't click any links on his Telegram.
Yeah, I think it's fine. But he's got a blockchain, Magma, and a couple tokens. There's shit cooking. I don't know. I like all that stuff. So I got a boogie, guys.
What?
Me too, man. I gotta drive. I want
to talk.
But tomorrow I'm testing the spaces shit again. So
dude, my computer was screaming at me.
It was
like,
it was weird.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I'll try to have a better plan for testing it, so it's not just total floundering and shit. But yeah, just expect a little of that. So we'll see.
I'll be home tomorrow.
Oh, cool. All right, boys.
See you guys.
See you later.
I guess I'll hang.
Yeah, just hang.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep the candle burning until this time tomorrow, Joe.
Yeah.
Now that he's gone, we can talk shit, man.
Yeah, you don't have to go, do you?
Fuck no, dude. I live here in my shop. I live here. It's the hour number 2 with Joe and Henry.
Hold on. What do you think about spaces? You're okay with this?
Well, I think if I understand the concept right, it's that like we would still be on StreamYard, but people on Spaces would be able to talk to us.
Or something like that. My take was if we can keep doing this and then we just add it to his Spaces, that's fine. And if we wanted to add people, like let's say Edge wanted to come in, we could like come in. He just has like a fucking icon and he just talks to us via vocal or whatever the case might be. Like that's what I thought it would be. You know what I mean? Like just to add on to what we're doing. I just don't want to like, because he was like, let's do a Spaces today. I'm like,
I think if it's just Spaces, it doesn't hit the same, right? Because then we don't have visuals.
Yeah.
So but dude, I couldn't test it on my computer.
So
I need a new computer.
Oh my fucking God. Is that Hudah or is that you?
Yeah, no, it's him. He's everywhere.
I thought he was like, I gotta go. What an asshole. Why don't you get a new computer?
Yeah, today, a couple reasons. One, I'm a little bit lazy when it comes to that shit. Like not with work, but with like, oh, now I gotta pick a computer out. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I don't know what to order. And then the other thing is, I'm like, man, then I gotta literally take this computer and a sledgehammer, a burn barrel, like a whole bunch of shit, and I have to like destroy this and then set everything up on this computer
because of the porn.
Yeah. I mean, this can't be out. I can't let this out there. I don't know how to clean it to the degree where like I wouldn't get law enforcement at my house.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
But no, dude, I need a new computer. And the thing is, like, this is a laptop. I don't know if I need a desktop for back here. I don't even know if that's the right word. Is it called a desktop anymore?
How fucking uneducated with technology are you, dude? Like, you're saying you don't know what to like. I do Apple, so I get Macs. Like the choices are like laptops, MacBook Pro, Air, and like, you know what I mean? Like that's it. Like those are the two fucking choices. Or you can get a desktop. Like, what's the issue with you? Like you're not doing Mac, you're doing regular laptop or whatever it is, and you don't know if you're getting like HP, Axios, Dell.
Dude. Soon as you go away from Apple, all of a sudden you're exactly into there. You're like, oh, is this a P? So this is a Microsoft Surface Pro 3. It's got like a detachable, like tablet like thing.
Yeah.
It's I've had this one for 4 years, probably, maybe even 5. And it's just slow, dude. Like if I stream multiple things at the same time, it's over. So I'm like, do I need to have something that's portable? Like, do I use this just for like my normal shit?
Okay,
And then I
so-
have something I stream from.
So hold on. So a desktop typically has stronger processors and things like that. More, probably speeds are probably better. Like, is that important to you? Like, because I only do laptops. I do laptops just because I like to carry it around. I'm not like
Yeah.
I don't like to be I don't like to like be stable in one position. Like it's on my chest and the couch. You know what I mean? Like I'm always just moving it from place to place, especially with my kids. Like I can't be in one. Like I'm gonna go to my office and play and whatever. Plus, like if you're gonna watch porno, not to be like constantly talking about pornos, but like you know what I mean? Like I need options. You know what I'm saying? And like.
But like Edge's point, desktop equals flexibility to upgrade and expand. It's never happening on my end.
Right. What are you going to expand on? You know what I mean? Like you're going to put a new memory card in?
Dude. Nothing. So I'm pretty much like, okay, so I'd probably go laptop because it's portable. It makes it easy. But like, is it just like you just accept the fact that your laptop's good for like 2-3 years and then you buy another one?
Well, you've got, honestly, you just said that your laptop right now is like, if you get a desktop, same shit. I mean, it's going to be obsolete within a few, like 3 to 4 years.
Both of my laptops are shit. Absolute. They were good when I first got them, fast. Now they're just like, they're just slow as fuck, bro. I don't like it. So then I'm like, okay, well, how much do I need to spend on a new laptop? Like, can I get a decent one for like $1,500? Do I have to spend like $2,500?
Why don't you just get a MacBook?
I probably should. Yeah, I probably should.
Have you done it before?
I've never owned a MacBook. At home, we have an iMac, and my girls all have MacBooks. They all have iPhones. I'm the only one that's rocking a Droid and using a Samsung and a Microsoft Surface Pro. Yeah. Maybe that's the answer, is getting a MacBook. It's
easier and honestly, no offense, but like for some Apple's like I don't know. Apple's like kind of like thought process or like statement that they used to say was it's plug and play, right? Like you plug it in and you fucking go. Whereas in like these other laptops, you might have more like, like Carlini would be like, oh, I can put in this really cool thing so my microprocessor processes micro fast. And I don't know what he's talking about, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like there are people that are like, I need to customize my shit in order to get it like maximum whatever. Like I'm just a basic dude. So like MacBook is you plug it in, you get it, you're going, you're good. There's not a ton of viruses. There's not a lot of scanning for viruses. It's like pretty easy stuff. So like for someone like you, where it's just like you might as well just do something as easy as possible.
All I use it for is like web-based shit. That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
Email, streaming this stuff, Discord. But yeah, I just have to do it, man. And then like I'm a Jew, so like I can't help but then like, okay, once I figure out what thing it is, I'm gonna drive myself nuts over saving like $15.
Fuck yeah. I mean, that's what you got to do, man. But like, yeah. So like, Hudah's. I thought fucking Hudah had something to do.
He's he lied. He lied to us.
He's ruining the vibe. But anyway, so like. You probably could go cheaper if you get like one of those Dells or whatever the fuck the situation could be. But like, yeah, I'm with you. You want to save money, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I think that it's easier for you to just get a MacBook. If Hudah was here, because remember Hudah was like, I got an iPhone and it's like the worst decision I've ever made, which is very dramatic, by the way. Like there's no way it's the worst decision he's made. He's made way worse decisions. Like coming back now is probably one of the worst decisions. But like he would say, don't
worst fucking thing I've ever. I fucking hate it. If you have an iPhone, I actually think less of you now. They're so
Edge
fucking
said he
awful.
can get a great deal on some gateway desktops. Now that perks my curiosity.
I gotta go.
Are we talking like 10% off? Or are you like, no, dude, I can get you like half off?
He's gonna send you a coupon from like the
he's gonna send me a link. He's gonna send me a link, bro, and then he's gonna drain my wallet.
Here's a telegram. Go click on the first link.
He's like, it's better than that, Henry. It's like 90% off. Just follow this link here.
Yeah, exactly.
Then now I know what you're doing, Edge. I know what you're doing, bro. Dude, I was gonna eat Indian tonight. I texted my wife. I said, how about I pick up some Indian?
What would you get?
She said, some chicken makhni, some paneer. Yeah, makhni.
What is this? I'm gonna Google this.
Chicken
Chicken
makhni, MAHKANI,
Hold on.
or something like that.
Hold on. Say again.
I think it's MAHKANI.
Oh, it's butter. It's buttered. It's buttered chicken.
Like butter chicken is a little bit different, but it a little bit similar. The makhni is like a little bit sweeter than butter chicken.
Makhani.
They say makhni.
Oh yeah, chicken. I don't know, dude.
Probably some palak paneer.
What the fuck?
Some mutter paneer.
Hold on. Let me see if I can share this video.
Oh, awfully. Indian's delicious. But my wife made Hungarian goulash, and then she roasted some carrots and Brussels sprouts and some beans and mushrooms.
Oh, I gotta go.
And then she shredded chicken for tacos. What? Like, wow. A smorgasbord of stuff. Oh, yeah. I hear you. Awfully. Yeah. Like, I'm not eating Indian from somebody who just wiped his ass and is now going to prepare my naan. But the place down the road for me, pretty fucking good. They do a real stand-up job.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find this.
What are you looking for?
I'm gonna see if the makhni or whatever. I was gonna.
You gonna order some?
No, I won't do Indian, dude. My ass can't handle it.
It's not spicy. The makhni is that you can get it. You can get it mild.
It's not spice, dude. I'm trying to share my screen. I can't. I think Hudah would have to do it. Yeah. Indian food. I like it. Like aloo gobi and like what is it, like the chicken, anything like chickenish stuff, and like the naan is so good. But my tummy, dude,
shit your brains out.
Yeah, and that's putting it politely. Like shit is not. It's diarrhea. It's just gonna explode, and at like 2 a.m. with me crying for like an hour. You know what I mean? Like it's just brutal. So yeah, I wouldn't. I love it. I just can't do it anymore. It's just too much.
I have a corn allergy, and
speaking of that, yeah.
But like a week ago, I had some popcorn, no issue. Normally, I'd have like awful stomach cramps, no issue.
Yeah.
I've had a bowl of popcorn every night for the past week. I haven't had popcorn, like sat down, eat a bowl of popcorn in years, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude.
I used to be, by the way, two things. I used to not be able to drink coffee, and now I can drink it, which is weird. Like I used to gag all the time when I drank it, and it was probably because I was smoking tons of cigs and stuff at the time. But now I can drink it. Don't know what's up with that. My kid's got allergies. I went to the school and was like, dude, he's got allergies. He can't fucking eat all this shit. Today, I'm coming home, I check my kid's back, and there's a fucking ramekin of some fruit, which he's not allergic to fruit. But like, why are you? We pack all of his stuff. Like, why are you doing that? Like,
who sent that home?
It was just in my kid's bag, like a little, like we had a Ziploc gallon bag, like lunch for my kid, and then like I opened it up to like see if there's any papers or anything in his backpack, and there's a ramekin full of like peaches or something like that. I'm like
that the school sent home?
Yeah, like they had it for their lunches, but he's got serious allergies, so I was like, we went in and talked to him. Like, why are they giving him anything? Like we've sent you with lunches. There's no reason to give him anything. Like, and we come home like, hey, where are you getting this?
They shouldn't be doing that shit, bro.
It's fucking weird, man. Because I wasn't even going to send him to school. I was like, we're not letting him go to school because I don't trust anybody with this shit and blah blah blah. But,
would you homeschool your kid?
What does that mean? I don't know what like a hello class type thing. Like I'm the teacher type shit.
Well, I think like they have a teacher, but maybe you're there just to make sure like that they do their work.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't want him to be weird, right?
Yeah. Homeschooled kids a lot of times are really fun. So in figure skating, my girls are a little bit of a rare breed that are not homeschooled. Most of the kids are, because if you don't homeschool your kid, your life is fucked, because like you're juggling school schedule with skate schedule, and it's really fucking hard. But
they're on a certain level of skill. Is that what you're talking about? Because they're okay.
Yeah, like highly competitive.
Yeah.
And so my wife was years ago. She's like, I'm not teaching our kids. I'm not a teacher. I want our kids to get a good education And like, I'm not going to be able to give that to them. And homeschool kids are weird. And in skating, like we see it all the time. The homeschool kids are different, man. It's a different life.
Do they go to public school or do they go to private schools?
Public.
Yeah.
But the homeschool kids they're just a little weird. You can tell it just shows like socialization makes a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
The homeschool kids are like, you can tell they're like yearning for like, a lot of times my kids are just like standoffish because they've right. socialized at school. They're competing. A lot of the skaters are.
Most of the time, homeschooled kids they're homeschooled because the parents are a little bit odd. And so like the vibe that the parents give off is oddity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's usually not normal people that are like, that are homeschooling their kids. So like, that's probably why the kids are weird is because the parents are fucking weird.
Yeah. And then there's that whole like cultish side that tends to lean more conservative that are like weird because they think that kids are going to the bathroom in litter boxes and shit. It's weird shit, man.
So I went to Catholic school for 2 years. I got kicked out of the Catholic school. I went to a public school. I think I talked about this the other day. And then there was these two brothers that were like so short, and they wore like fucking khaki pants and like a button-up white shirt every day. You know, it was almost like they were kind of like some culty religious-y type thing.
Oh yeah.
And they had like really I have to describe them bad just so you get a vibe for it, but like their hair was kind of like, you know, probably curly and goofy looking, and like I don't want to say they look like what's the Jewish that are like
the Hasidic
Jews. It wasn't quite that, but kind of in that vein, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where you're like, okay, that's a little bit, they got their own style type thing, but they were so short, so kind of weird, and they would get picked on, but if you picked on them, they would spit at you with these little tiny like snake spits. And so like
what the fuck?
But it was almost like kids fighting with shit. You know what I mean? Like they stood no chance physically, but they would be like, you could just see them running down the halls like spitting on these kids. It was so fucking weird.
Fucking weird. That's weird.
It was cool, man. Yeah, and they I think they were homeschooled for like a little while, but then they, you know, it was Hogwarts basically. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting, dude. All right, man.
All right, I'm out.
Thanks for chatting with me.
That's the after show, guys. That is the after show. Joe and Henry,
right.
Hour number 2, talking about the interesting shit.
Yeah, I wanted you to bash Thread Guy, and then K Money had a new video. We should have showed that, but I don't think we can share it. Where he did a video about Gary Gensler being like unregistered securities. Did you see that yet?
No, I'm gonna watch it after the show, and tomorrow we'll rail on him.
All right, that sounds good, dude. Or you don't have to rail on him. I mean, it's fine. It's just I'm just curious on your opinion. I thought you were in a mood today, and then it would be fun for you to like, you know.
I'll be in a mood tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, see you, bro. See you tomorrow, man.
Talk to you later, bro. Bye.